Yo, what's up guys? In this video today, I'll be showcasing how I booked out a car detailer in under a week and he literally could not take any more clients at all. And this exact same system can literally pack out any details calendar with qualified clients with no word of mouth or referrals needed whatsoever. And as you guys can see, here's the proof, and we got two ads going at the moment, and both of the ads are very similar, with one of the ads generating 56 leads and the other generating 57. And the CPL is pretty much the exact same, both being around $1.60. And this client did only have a budget of $20 a day, so we split the ad spend to $10 a day on each ad. And as you guys can see, this clearly paid off, as in just under a week, we generated 113 leads with only $180 spent. Now these numbers are absolutely insane for the first ever week. We literally onboarded this guy like 9 days ago, and within just 8 days of running ads, we've literally generated 113 leads for his business. Now obviously the numbers speak for themselves, but there was a lot more that went into it than just putting up random ads. So let's jump more into the situation of it. His original funnel was posting occasional content on Facebook and Instagram with a basic call to action in his Instagram bio. And in his bio, he was using DM me detail to book or call, and then his number to schedule. Now why this didn't work. Barrier to entry. People had to actually DM or call him, which is way too much effort these days. No predictability. He could not rely on people to message him every day. Unqualified leads. Literally anyone could message him, but not many people were actually ready to make a booking. Therefore, the leads are unqualified. Now, how this affected him and his business. Number one is inconsistent bookings week to week, which basically means he was not getting enough bookings to actually sustain his business. Number two, we have no clear system to actually track the leads. Now, when we actually jumped into his ads manager, he had no system or funnel set up at all. So then I jumped into the ads manager and actually set up an entire funnel for his business. So basically, every time he calls up a lead, he can put him into not interested, interested, qualified. He can basically track who's interested and who's actually not interested. And third, we had hard to scale or plan ahead. Linking back to this dot point right here, there was literally no predictability in it. Like, he could not rely on people to message him every day. So therefore, it was hard to scale or plan ahead. And lastly, we have no way to consistently grow the business. So linking back to these dot points right here, the barrier to entry was just way too high for him. Like, no one was messaging him at all. He was getting like 2 messages a week. He wasn't posting consistently at all. He had no funnels, no system set up at all. Like, he was pretty much just relying on luck to actually book jobs. So instead of hoping for new clients with no real system in place, this is the approach we took to fix it. We refined his ads and offer to reach people who are actively looking for a detail, not just scrolling past. So with interest targeting and radius targeting, we actually put the ads in front of the right audience, which basically means we put the ads in front of people who are aged 30 to 65 plus, that were in his local target market, that were actually looking for services to be done to their vehicle, not just random teenagers who have no interest whatsoever. It took a few days of testing, but after about 2 to 3 days of the testing phase, we basically locked in the target market and just put all of the spend into that. And as you guys can clearly see, the results speak for themselves. And now jumping into something I like to call the detail to demand method. These days, you can have all the right targeting and settings, but still struggle to get quality leads. And you're probably wondering why. It's because your content and offer aren't making people want to actually book in with you. Meta only rewards high quality engaging creatives that actually stop people from scrolling. So why do you think if your creative has no offer, no CTA, nothing enticing about it at all to actually get leads? Facebook and Instagram's pure purpose is literally just to keep people on the platform. So if your ads are not engaging at all and people are just scrolling past them, they're not going to reward you with any engagement whatsoever. So now with this here being said, we took the content he was already posting to his account and turned it into short form ads that actually sold, showing real transformations, results, and clean visuals that people could actually trust. So now breaking this down a bit further, we actually used a bunch of different videos he's filmed over the months. It was him literally just panning side to side, showing before and after. And we actually made like a little 45-second montage with these clips showing a strong offer, call to action, and just overall a very enticing ad. And then we created a script for the video and used an AI voiceover to voice over the whole video. And we made 2 sold ad creators using this tactic. And as you guys can see, they clearly went absolutely crazy. So yeah, if you guys aren't already utilizing AI in 2025, you've got to lock in, because AI is literally the future. And as you guys can see, AI is the reason this ad went so well in the first place. So that's a base overview of how I actually structure my ads. And as you guys can tell, they clearly went crazy, and these only took me about an hour and a half to make. But yeah, moving on. We then switched from the old DM me to book setup to a high intent lead form with qualifying questions such as location, service type, vehicle, to make sure every lead coming in was actually ready to book. So breaking this down a bit further, our client was only willing to drive 30 kilometers to each job, like a 30-kilometer radius. The service type, we had things such as interior detailing, exterior detailing, polishing, ceramic coating, all that sort of stuff. And then vehicle type, obviously, what type is a vehicle? Is it an SUV? Is it a sedan, a hatchback? How big's the car? Like stuff like that. And yeah, simply having this high intent lead form in place literally qualified the leads for us. So essentially every lead that came in, we could see exactly what they were interested in, when they wanted it done, if they were actually qualified or not. And yeah, that's pretty much what got our clients so many bookings in under a week. And yeah, that is essentially the detail to demand method. Now moving on, after dialing in the best content, targeting, and overall offer, we literally saw results overnight. As you guys can see right here, in just one singular night, we literally got 18 leads for our client. With only $18 spent, we got 18 leads for our client, which is literally a $1 cost per lead. And our client was absolutely stoked with these results. And as you guys can see right here, the next day, the numbers doubled. 19 leads, 18 leads, $1 CPL, $1 CPL. This is crazy results for only 2 days of running ads. And after getting just shy of 40 leads in 2 days, our client was over the moon about this. He was literally overwhelmed with how many people he had to call up every day. Now moving on, the system we put in place wasn't just about getting Dylan's name out locally. It was about building trust and confidence around his brand. Now the whole purpose of this ad campaign wasn't just to get as many leads as possible, it was also to actually get his brand out there as well, because he's fairly new to this business. And also in the results, we got 16,000 impressions on his content in just under a week as well, which means 16,000 people saw his ad creative on Facebook or Instagram. And also when you do publish ads, sometimes people don't actually fill out the form the first time. It might take them, 3 to 4 times before they even consider filling out the form on the ad. And basically 16,000 people have seen Dylan's ads in under a week. So this basically means that Dylan's 117 leads that he's gotten in the past week could easily double or even triple in the next couple of weeks from just people who have already seen the ad in the first week but didn't actually fill out the form. And by the time they hit the form, they were basically sold at the door. In under a week, he had dozens of qualified leads ready to move forward. And the only thing Dylan had to do in this situation was actually decide who to say yes to. And so on until he was completely booked out. Now, Dylan's a one-man team who is actually working locally, which means there's actually a limit to how many people he can take on each week while still delivering top results. So we actually went ahead and built Dylan a full custom scaling plan. And essentially hiring a second detailer or expanding to a second van will literally remove the entire ceiling completely, which means he can expand his business, expand how far he can actually drive to jobs, and obviously expand the amount of work he can do each week while still delivering top tier results. So yeah, moving on, during this entire process, there actually was an identity shift. So ultimately with the identity shift, before he felt like social media didn't actually really bring in clients, it mostly consisted of him just posting occasionally and actually hoping someone to reach out to him, which is not a good way to go about it. And after, he now sees ads as a reliable booking system, not just a gamble every time he spends, which is absolutely great to hear, as he actually previously put money into Meta and lost it all in ads with literally no conversions at all. So it would have also been a great feeling for Dylan as well to actually see his money get results for his business through Meta ads. Now I do hope that this video was helpful for any local service business owners out there or even marketers, but yeah, if you do run a service-based business and want the same system set up to bring you consistent qualified leads, DM me on Instagram, it'll be in the description below, or send an email to info@knamarketing.com and I'll help you out.